Hey guys, this is Mike here. Welcome back to my Diablo 3 channel, and we are in patch 13 for the beta. They launched a couple of days back, but they launched it on the beta a couple of days back. They ran a few tuning passes and they made a hell of a lot of changes. I wasn't able to put this up yesterday because when I wanted to record this, the servers were down. I'm not sure what they did because when I logged back on later after the servers came back up, they didn't mention on what reasons they brought it down, but my assumption is that they were fixing some bugs because from what I understand, the patch beta 13 when they launched and went live, we could not party up, so pretty much everything was solo play and everybody's characters got wiped. So they had a few changes. If you'll take a look at the user interface, this is the skills interface. If you've seen in my previous videos, they are a lot different. Now what they've done is they've added different categories for your abilities. Your primary, which is poison dart and haunt and firebomb, are in your left click as it shows here in the user interface. Secondary is your right click, which they'll show by default is grasp of dead, corpse spiders, plague of toads, fire bats and locust swarm. This is for my witch doctor because I decided to run a playthrough through the whole game, or at least until Skeleton King with the witch doctor. You'll see they've divided it into defensive, terror, decay and voodoo, which I have yet to unlock, and one of the passive skills because I'm level 10. One thing to note is that what this does is it's a bit difficult to stack if let's say you want to have multiple defensive abilities. If you want to have summon zombie dogs and hex, you're not going to be able to do it like this, okay? So what Blizzard did is they also gave you the option to turn that off under elective mode, this last option over here, alright? And also the show advanced tooltips. Before I told you guys that there were specific details like how much damage percentage a skill would do. This turns it on all the time. Previously we had to hold down control to take a look at it, so now it's changed it about a little bit. So like you can see here, if I wanted to have defensive, summon zombie dogs and hex, I can right now because by turning on the elective mode I can swap between the pages. This is what they've done to the user interface. They've pretty much, I wouldn't say they've made it a little bit more complicated, but what it's done is it allows you to at least identify the skills as for what they are, like a primary skill, poison dart, haunt and firebomb for a new player that isn't used to experimenting yet. When they start off, they'll at least know that these are usually considered a primary skill and what they would use as a spamming ability. If you'll notice, the primary skills, the cost for the mana is 24 mana, 15 mana, 24 mana. These are things that you will usually use, especially when you're low on mana or you're just finishing off a mob, or you know, just killing easy stuff. And then you'll see your secondary skills, so on and so forth. And a few other changes they made to the game was they changed the crafting and the skill runes. This is the first you've seen it in beta patch 13. Prior patches to this, they did not have the runes. So if you've been like me and experimenting with the calculators on the different classes, you'll see that the runes are here now, and they are based on your level. So right now, until level 13, I can unlock the numbing dart if I actually leveled it. I got splinters somewhere around level 6 if I'm not mistaken. It's your first rune skill that you get. Like the skill calculator that they provided provides up to level 4 runes, or it only shows level 4 runes. But over here inside in the game itself, it doesn't really mention anything about levels of the skill runes. So my assumption is that they change along with your level, as in it might increase, or this is what they are balancing around. I have no idea whether it's going to be shooting 3 darts and dealing 70% weapon damage as poison each at level 60, but we'll see. So you'll see that each of the skills that you choose will unlock runes for each of them. I have leaping spiders here, and one thing to note is that it's very huge, the difference that they had, because prior to this, when I was playing the witch doctor, the poison dart was very underwhelming, but once I added splinters, usually it will do only 100% weapon damage and additional 80% weapon damage over 2 seconds, which would make it good only for enemies that could handle that kind of damage. Most of the time it would be Skeleton King or King Leoric. But in this case, when you shoot 3 darts at once, what happens if it deals 70% weapon damage and there are 3 enemies there? Your first dart will kill an enemy, the second dart will hit the second enemy, and the third dart will kill the third enemy. So it's pretty good. And of course, if there's only one enemy, it'll deal 210% of your weapon damage because it's 70% weapon damage each. You'll notice also that I'm carrying a two-handed axe. This is because that was what I was able to craft. I wasn't lucky enough to get anything that was great for the Witch Doctor yet. Anyway, as I was saying, based on the skill runes, they really change how your skills work. As in, like this corpse spiders, without the rune, it would actually be just corpse spiders, and you would actually have to throw a vase with 4 spiders in them. It has to land on an enemy, and the corpse spiders would attack once, maybe twice, and they would die. Whereas, if like this is what is going to happen. The spiders are there, and if there's an enemy nearby, it will attack them. Like that. Yep. Okay. So it changes the abilities very significantly. For example, I'm going to pick this leaping spiders here. Summon jumping spiders that leap up to 25 yards to reach the target and attack for 30% weapon damage as physical. So at first the normal ability itself, which I just showed you, would deal 25% weapon damage times 4 because there will be 4 spiders. But now it's 30% weapon damage times 4 spiders as well, and they can leap to their targets. Alright, so this I'm just gonna give it 30 seconds and I'll show you the leaping spiders and how you do not even have to be accurate with the vase.
For the most part,
need more
even
time.
the best of men cast
Alright,
shadows
just
behind
gonna
them.
look for an enemy.
Our deeds will
So you see, this is
determine
what it
how
looks
great or
like.
small they
Okay,
shall be.
you get the spiders there. 25 yards, so I don't even have to hit them. I'll throw it nearby and they will jump onto the enemy and attack and then die. So this is useful in the sense where you can, if you want to tweak the corpse spider's ability to suit your needs. If let's say you're a very mobile player and you are always on the run and you don't want to have to aim very much, and so this will help in that sense because it's very automated with the leaping spiders. It's controlled using AI. There you go. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. This is how the patch 13 beta has affected so far, and we will see if they keep these changes. We are not sure right now, but who knows? As far as I'm concerned, this is looking promising for a March launch maybe. Who knows? Thank you for watching. Enjoy.